Good Wednesday, everyone, and a windy Wednesday it is going to be. Are you all ready to kick the wind to the curb yet? Because it has been, wow, it has been a windy time here on the plateau this spring and this last winter and the fall before that. And anyway, so today's USA mortgage level of concern, we are going to call this a low wind meteorologist mark weather alert day because of the gusty winds. And some of those winds could gust to at least 40 miles per hour. Some guidance is suggesting 45 or 50. So the official forecast, though, we're sticking with 40. But just so you know, there is the risk that some gusts could get even stronger than that. That will be enough to cause sporadic power outages across the plateau. It always does. And you'll see a couple of trees come down, some limbs down. High profile vehicles will be difficult to drive. Those loose objects and trash cans that you didn't secure last night that I told you to in the update are going to go flying. So yeah, it's just a very windy day ahead. So just be aware of that. And Clearview Closet and Blind bringing us our 5-day forecast. And while our 5-day looks a bit active, it's not nearly as active as what other folks are going to see in Middle Tennessee. There continues to be an expected gradient across Middle Tennessee, a sharp contrast in what those folks west of Nashville experience, those folks east, and what those folks east of Nashville experience. That continues to be the case thanks to that frontal boundary that we've been talking about for the last several days and where exactly it sets up. It continues to look like it's going to set up well to the west and northwest of our area. That keeps us in a risk, but it's a low end risk for a severe thunderstorm through Saturday, just like what I talked about last night, with the greater risk coming Sunday when the front actually comes through. But today we're fine except for this wind. We're partly cloudy, highs in the upper 70s. Some of y'all may touch 80, especially if you get more peaks of sun than anyone else. Tomorrow it continues to be windy, but not as today should be the windiest of the 5 days. Tomorrow we're southwest 15 gusting to 30. A 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms. Now, that is a low chance, right? 30%. So you're saying, okay, there's a good chance we're not going to get anything. But there's a chance we do. That 30%, anything that happens from Thursday to Saturday, any storm that develops anyway, could become severe. So we have to be weather aware through that period, just on the chance that we get a stronger severe thunderstorm. It's almost like a higher risk for a summer-like storm. You know what I mean? We get that lightning, thunder, some small hail, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll just have to watch things. I will say this, because of the orientation of the front, you folks in Overton County, Pickett County, Fentress County even, especially even northern Fentress County, y'all have a little bit better chance for a severe thunderstorm over the next few days, just because of the way things are set up. Those of us in Cumberland County, there's a chance we don't get anything until Sunday. So, but we're going to be very hot and humid, especially for this time of the year. I mean, 81 and 81 and 83 for those highs, in the first week of April. That's toasty for April. That would be something like I would forecast in June. So we all can, and it's going to be humid. So we could all have a storm develop at any time that could pack a punch. But anyway, I'll keep an eye on things. I'll try to keep you all updated. But for the most part, we are dodging a big bullet here, folks, because I'm telling you what, those storms west of Nashville today, those are going to be nothing to mess around with. You know, anybody that's traveling that direction, make sure they're aware, because those tornadoes are going to be, some of the tornadoes could be very powerful across West Tennessee. They're talking about possible EF4s, so maybe higher. It's been a while since we've had, it's going to be a rough day for folks west of Nashville. I mean, you're talking about we're talking about violent tornado potential versus us who may not get a darn thing. So it's interesting. And then Sunday, the front comes through. I've got 70% chances of rain there. You're going to see those go up. Highs only in the mid to upper 60s. And look at that overnight low Sunday night, 37. So we go from a high of 83 on Saturday to a low of 37 by Sunday night. That's why everybody's having so many problems with storms. There's such a contrast between these temperatures. Premier Generators bring us our start graphic. I lowered these threats again this morning. Low end threats from Thursday to Saturday. They're not zero, but they are very low. Any storm that does develop, though, could become severe. I'm not expecting widespread severe weather here on the plateau. unless that front moves further east than what I'm expecting. So please keep checking back for updates. Right now, I think we're looking okay. Again, you folks in Overton, Pickett, Northern Fentress, you all have a little bit better chance, for a severe thunderstorm. But my goodness, it could be a situation where us in Cumberland County just don't get anything, or White County. So the extended threat outlooks, we'll not focus too much on those low end threats until Sunday, and then this starts to become a little more elevated, but still not looking like anything too crazy. But I'll keep an eye on that too. Frost and freeze for next week. On this day in weather history, it's been crazy on this day, folks. 2 inches of snow fell in Crossville in 1987. 1993, a trace of snow was reported on the plateau. And in 2021, the high temps on the plateau were only in the upper 30s. So we've had some chilly times this time of the year. We've had some crazy weather. Goodness gracious. You folks have a wonderful Wednesday. Hold on to those hats. Don't blow away. And keep looking up. And for more weather information, and stay tuned for updates that I'll be issuing from now on. Just keep it right here to Meteorologist Mark.